This is easily one of the best post-fight chapters in the entire series. Bunch of lore, speculations, couple answers we got. But the great thing is that at the end of this chapter, we have even more things to look forward to in the story and in the coming games. So let's go ahead and get right into it. To start off, we got what's left of Sakurajima, which was Maki and Noritoshi informing each other about the severe injuries Daido, Mio, and Noritoshi got, and let Noritoshi know that they won the battle. And I like that Maki gave credit to Mio and Daido, since they did help out a lot, especially in her development when it came to this fight. And we got a heart-to-heart between Maki and Noritoshi, each of them talking about their mothers and not being a part of their respective clans anymore. After her mother's death, Maki still couldn't understand what her mother was to her, because to her perspective, her mother was more so of an obstacle that she kind of had to overcome, but her mother still cared for her, and I think she kind of still knew that. I think to me, she just didn't understand or know how her mother really thought or felt about them in general. So that's kind of what I got out of that. And she tells Noritoshi that it's not over for you though, because unlike me, you can still go talk to her and you can have that closure that you need. And we actually get to see Noritoshi's mom, her current family, the husband and the other son, his little brother technically. She told the boy she wanted Noritoshi to leave the house and return to meet. The other son wonders if Noritoshi is a kind guy and if he's alright, and the mother is confident that he is because that's her son. Wholesome part of this chapter. This chapter for the most part was very lighthearted, especially starting out with this. And I hope Noritoshi actually does get to see, the rest of his fam and his mom hopefully at the end, because my boy is depressed. I need him to have something at the end. But it is time we finally get back to Tokyo Colony #1 after so long. It feels like we got Megumi waking up in this hotel. Yuji is in a bathrobe drinking wine, although I thought he couldn't handle his alcohol, but whatever, let him have it. Takaba bringing snacks into the same room, and we actually have Kuruzu, Hana, the angel, the one who brought Megumi to this hotel, in there with him. Definitely caught me off guard with this type of setting that we have, because I thought Hana was going to be like a super serious type character, but that definitely was not the case yet so far. But amidst the chill setting we have here, they go over their point totals, and thanks to Akari's 100, Yuda's 190, and combining Megumi, Takaba, and Angel's points, they have 359 points altogether, meaning they can finally save Sumiki from the coming games. Now Megumi is questioning right now if Hana, Kuruzu, the angel, is actually the one right in front of them, because she's supposed to be in colony #2 to their information, and why is she in colony #1 if that's the case? But we also know that she can go from colony to colony thanks to her technique. But definitely the biggest shocker probably in the entire color games by far, a mouth appears on Hana's face, just like Sukuna does with Yuji, except with a less sharp teeth. And the mouth says, "I am the angel." And the reason she saved Megumi is because Hana and Megumi used to, and before she gets to say it, Hana cuts her off. And I have a feeling there's a connection between the Hana girl and Megumi. Maybe they have some type of relation or some type of connection through like maybe childhood or something like that. Not really sure, but either way, all of this is really just shocking as to what's happening. And we have a similar situation to Yuji and Sukuna. The angel is incarnated in Hana Kuruzu, two separate entities, and they go over her ability of nullifying curse techniques and everything. But her main goal is to purge all incarnate players, which is part of the reason why she didn't stay in colony #2, because there were more cursed spirits in there than it was players. Now they did say part of the reason why they didn't go in there is because Kashima was in there, and they didn't. Hana does not want that smoke. Now most of the incarnate players are more than likely going to suppress their conscience and destroy their vessels, either intentionally or subconsciously. And for the angel, this is a act against the law of God. Now sadly, her curse technique can't separate an incarnated person with your original body, because then they'll both die. We know this from Yuji and Sukuna's situation. Yuji goes, Sukuna's going too, and vice versa. And for those that don't remember, incarnation is the fusion of a cursed object in living flesh. Although she can help with the prison realm, and she says she actually will help them with that. And of course, things are going way too well in this Jujutsu Kaisen, where if things are going incredibly well, that means there's going to be something else coming right after. Then the angel says, "I'll do it only if you help me with something else." And anytime a character in a story says something similar to this, it's always going to be something incredibly difficult. And she wants only one of the players dead. And she calls him the Fallen. And if you kill him, then I'll go ahead and stop the prison room. And then we get these panels of Yuji, and they're zooming into his eye. And of course, the Fallen is in reference to the King of Curses himself, Sukuna. Now, there is a lot to take in from this chapter, and I don't want to do it all right now. There's one specific video I already have in mind, like already set. It'll be probably coming out anytime in a couple days or something like that. But regardless, this is a 10 out of 10 chapter. I don't care. This is a fantastic chapter. Incredible follow-up from the Sakurajima colony. I know everybody's been anticipating pretty much this little thing right here of everything regarding Hana. Of course, people want to see Sukuna and everything, but hey, we needed every bit of build up and set up from all those other colonies before this moment could really feel as important as it really should be. But Hana, Kuruzu, and the Angel actually being two separate people definitely caught me off guard. Wasn't expecting that, letting us know that she's incarnate, and makes me wonder if these incarnated players, when they pretty much die and they're killing off two people at once, who is the god that she's referring to in terms of this is an act of God, this is an act against the law of God? I wonder what that is in reference to. Who is that person? Or maybe it's like more so of a like a metaphorical thing. Maybe it's just something they use, like kind of like their own religion or something. I don't know. It's really, like I said, this gave us a lot more questions that I'm just waiting to get answered. But once again, it was good seeing Yuji and Megumi. Definitely was just surprised to take on this. And Hana and Megumi having a connection. I knew they were going to do something with the whole angel thing, especially since Megumi's name translates to blessing. There's going to be some sort of tie-in. And then factor in Sukuna is supposedly a fallen angel. So I guess the angel and Sukuna were both, I guess, quote-unquote angels. This is really delving into like Christian mythology, because it looks like Sukuna is Jujutsu Kaisen's pretty much Lucifer, that's the story of Lucifer, the fallen angel that rebels against the gods. Not really fully sure exactly the whole story, but I know that's pretty much the gist of it. So it's really interesting to see where Gege is going to take this. Also, I have to note, it was definitely not just for coincidence or reference that Kashima was in this chapter vividly twice, because they'll be in my next video. He is definitely going to play a part in everything that's just been encapsulated right here. And yeah, he's going to be, his fight with Sukuna is going to be built up even more before we get to it. Now I'm really interested in like when someone tells, it's probably going to be Megumi that tells her that Sukuna is Yuji, because if I'm correct, I think Yuji can't tell people like himself that he is Sukuna. I think that's part of the binding vow. I'm gonna have to reread, but I want to say that is one of the rules Sukuna had or something. But man, what a just chat, because now we're in a situation of, well, if she wants Sukuna dead, I mean, you can't just kill Yuji because it's way too early for that. And I have a feeling that it might end up leading to, they're gonna have to convince her to just pretty much stop the prison realm and get Gojo, because if she really wants Sukuna dead, I mean, it's only like 2 or 3 people that can do it, and that's Gojo, Yuta, obviously all this in a group effort, but you're gonna need those two specifically just to take care of them. So, and I don't know, because then you also got people that there have been people in the past who want Yuji dead no matter what, because he loves Sukuna. So we might have to end up fighting her because we're gonna have to defend Yuji. It's gonna be a lot, and actually this might be a way that Gege actually uses Takaba's ability in a situation like this. Something where he doesn't have to necessarily hurt anybody too bad, but he can use it in a sense of kind of saving and helping someone. I could really see him taking control of that. So I'm just, it's a lot. It is a lot that we have on our plate just from this, man. And then how long has the angel been in Hana's body? Because if we know the angel herself has been around for like 1,000 years, how long has she just been sitting in Hana's body? Since maybe she was incredibly young and she just grew up with Hana? I don't know. It's a lot that we can think about. Also, we have to think about maybe like, where does Kenjaku come into all of this? Does he know about the angel's new body and everything? Are we going to have to find new is Gege going to put in new antagonists or something like that in the future? Man, I don't know, but either way, 199 is out the way, and we had a fantastic chapter for that. Chapter 200, the milestone. We're going into our official DJK 200 chapter, and honestly, hey, if Gege drops that Sukuna backstory, at least part of it, I'm all for it. 200 is going to be a big chapter for obviously the series of Jujutsu Kaisen, and congrats to Gege for getting 200 chapters, because it's definitely not easy in Shonen Jump nowadays. So congrats to him. But that was my thoughts on the chapter. Let me know how you feel about everything we got in this down in the comment section down below. Let me know your predictions, theories, all of that. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.